America has a problem.
Pick up another call in the parking lot to song. Are you with me? You're standing with the roof gone. I pull up like Jimmy Neutron. Then you can get a move on. Keep on, I know. You like to go slow.
Hey, welcome back, honey. Kenya, baby, Kenya said, let me put my red on and we finna talk about it. Kenya has a YouTube channel. Kenya started this YouTube channel when season 16 happened. And she wasn't filming like that. And she started a YouTube channel. She says, they had their reunion that she wants to have have her own reunion, right? So what happened with that? She started this. Sorry, y'all. Somehow I done got out of it. But she had started this channel. Now, when Kenya started this channel, remind you that her and Portia started channels. Portia told her part, she told her. I think they started around the same time. And a lot of people had questions about the situation between Britt Eady and that at the time. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and watch her live stream. Kenya barely be on here like that, but we're gonna go ahead and watch it. So hold on, let me read my copyright because I heard Kenya don't like what you say. You know, that's her. Kenya right on. Hold on, Kenya be. I don't need Kenya to copyright. I ain't got no hate with Kenya now, and we just gonna talk about it. So my copyright, I'm gonna read my copyright. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is used prohibited by the copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use. Tips the balance in favor of fair use. So let's get into Miss Kenya Moore. All right, let's play.
Sexy Red is in the house. Ooh, yes.
You should go live from your Instagram too.
I mean, we can.
Honey,
yeah, but I don't have my other phone. Yeah, they.
You're not getting paid from Instagram?
No, I don't monetize my Instagram. I should, but I don't.
You should.
I'm getting all this together.
Don't you?
No, Instagram has had me at 2.3 for like the last 2
So listen, that's inside the salon. That's inside her salon.
years.
Oh wow.
They have me shadow banned or something. Hey everybody, can I get my earrings too? I have them in a bag somewhere. Come on here. Yes. Can we just get a moment to appreciate this hair though?
Come on, Sexy Red.
Come on, Sexy Red.
Thank you, Reed Slater.
Thank you, Reed Slater. Well, I did the color, but he did the hair. Mm-hmm.
Where are your earrings?
I threw them somewhere. I have so much stuff. I don't know. Y'all know I'm always a mess, right, on my little lives. But I did get a little beat down from Freedom and
Freedom on the Beat.
Freedom on the Beat. Did y'all see his event? It was everything. I was so proud of you.
Time at the Fabulous Kenya Moore hair.
Yes, it was so cute. And what did you serve? Some fried chicken? Did I see some?
No, that's what was on the camera, but I hate it.
I was like, why is he serving fried chicken when you're doing makeup?
Good, honey.
They ain't good. I love the customer service though.
You're begging to come back to the salon, honey.
Begging. Well, honey, let's do it while we're here. Let's do it while we're still here, baby. Hi, everyone. Listen, someone beat me. Like, when I say beat, I mean, you know, my face. Just catch it. Just catch it.
Mm-hmm.
Without a filter.
She is a supermodel, honey.
She is a supermodel. She is Tyra Banks' friend, one of her besties, honey. And don't you say nothing about my Tyra.
Okay.
Don't you do it. Not so much. It's a good person. Speaking of Tyra, did you guys watch her documentary? So my part is in the middle. It's okay there?
Yeah.
Did you guys watch her documentary? I didn't know they were friends, but okay. Now I would suggest to her and Naomi Campbell being cool. But I'm just saying.
Let's say she is the moment. Yes. Okay, somebody has to be it because you know I cannot see, and I know y'all don't want me to put my meta glasses on right now. Why are you looking at me? Oh my goodness. Okay, before I forget, are we doing Thursday or Friday? We're gonna shoot Friday so I can do the sale on.
I thought you said you was gonna shoot Thursday.
Shoot Thursday so the sale can be on Friday.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So I'll be in my salon on Friday, guys. Last call, okay? Last call for alcohol.
Not the last call.
Last call for alcohol. Come through Twirls. Listen, we still have like literally an entire closet full of clothes. We are donating to charity. You have to pay to get in. Just maybe $5 or $10, something like that.
The wigs are on sale, honey.
The wigs are wigging. The wigs are wigging because you know Walter's jealous, but I know how to color my ass off when it comes to these wigs.
She can't touch me though.
I can get close. I can color. Now give it up to me, Walter. You know, but I'll say this: whenever I get stuck, I call Walter. I'm like, Walter, the hair is turning like a little bit too ash. What do I do? So Walter tells me what to do. Yes. So, you know, I cannot see. So how do I add somebody as a moderator? I know you guys know. So tell me.
I'm trying to figure it out now. Oh, you have your iPad?
Yeah, it's here. But you know, I don't know my passwords and stuff. Like,
oh, that's what I said. Not another Walter.
Oh, no, not that kind of work. Y'all have a long memory. So wait, you know what I need to make sure that it's on this Wi-Fi, my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Let me just make sure because I don't like.
Oh,
this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know this one. Oh wait.
Somebody asked what makes you laugh.
Hold on.
And are you ticklish?
Oh, I hate to. I'm not ticklish, and I hate for people to try to tickle me. So.
Well, who has tried to tickle you lately, honey?
Oh well. Maybe a nice Italian stallion.
Wait, so who this man that tried to tickle you?
Well, actually, he's French Italian, but.
You think somebody in Congress want to tickle you a little bit?
Ooh, Where is Olivia Pope when you need her? No way did he say that. Oh my God, no. Okay, so I'm getting help because this is
Somebody
a little.
Said, that blog that we shall not mention is lurking in the parking lot.
Oh, I'm sure. Somebody get some kibbles and bits and throw it outside for her. You know she came for the food.
Not paying for the food.
We're so excited for
They're gonna get me into trouble. Like they're gonna get me in trouble. They are gonna
liking to touch on me these last couple days. I'm working out.
You need to stop.
At the bar last night, he rubbing all of my arms and stuff.
I don't have anything to do with that. Okay, listen, I know you guys don't have a lot of time. Actually, I don't have a lot of time. I'm trying to fix this little curl. Okay, there we go. How do you guys like the hair? I colored it. I made it a little brighter. Do you like it? It's cute, right?
Cool with Drew.
Am I still cool with Drew? Absolutely. I love Drew. Drew is like a little sister to me. I think she can do no wrong.
No.
Wait. No, see, messy. We got a messy crew. She can do no wrong to me. She cannot do any wrong to me. Okay, so we have a great relationship, and even if I speak to her once a month or whatever, she's just a good girl. I love Drew. She keeps me laughing, and she's always got a funny story. She's just fun. She's a fun girl.
And so the new music. It's amazing.
It is amazing.
Oh,
New album dropping.
so you guys have heard it and I haven't? I have a problem,
We
Drew.
So Drew got another album dropping. I don't think nobody knew she had the album dropping. I do know that Drew won her divorce. She won the house. Ralph has to move out. So everything went in her favor, child. Then went in her favor. So yeah, she ain't gotta pay him no spousal support, none of that. He do gotta pay for the chillings, I believe. So yeah, she had a good win, but I don't think nobody knew that she was dropping his second album.
We in the studio with her, so we're actually background on one of the songs.
They probably put that out.
Drew, I did not get a phone call. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Anyway, we're coming to you live from the Kenya Moore Hair Spa.
While we're still here.
While we're still here.
It's a party.
And I am going to be here on Friday. I'll say maybe from like 2 to 4, or should it be after work?
After work, please.
So what, 5 to 7?
Yeah, 5 to 7.
So 5 to 7. I'll be here 5 to 7. I'll put it on my Instagram. I want you guys to all come and check us out. Shop for charity.
You need the coin.
Shop for charity because apparently I need the coins. No, I don't need the coins. But listen, it's just been like a crazy week. So let's get into it, right?
The hair is everything.
The hair is everything. Okay. You know what? I was really against coloring my hair. And then once I did, I'm like, I'm addicted to the red hair. So I like it. I like it a lot. Now you do know I have a carry license. So if you do see somebody right.
If they blog your show.
If somebody shows.
Okay, so
talk about it. Now Keontae is messing with his new girlfriend, Bubbles. She is
sorry.
You've poured countless hours into perfecting your candles, and you have fragrances that your customers.
Shut up, lady. Hold on. I'm sorry, no disrespect. So she was talking about Michelle Atalian, which she said, if you see anybody vlogging or blogging, that's what she was saying.
Can't get enough of. Now, take those same winning scents and offer them in lotion.
As we saw, hold on. Let me share my screen back. Sorry, y'all.
Everything. Okay. You know what? I was really against coloring my hair, and then once I did, I'm like, I'm addicted to the red hair. So I like it. I like it. You know, do you see how ghetto this is? Where am I? This is so bootleg right now. This is so bootleg. Anyway, I'll find it. I have so many departments everywhere. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, listen.
Let's talk about you going to jail.
What? No. I'm just gonna show y'all this.
Okay.
Just gonna show y'all.
It's like
no, hold on. Let me find. If somebody shows up, we're ready for them. Okay, let me just.
Oh, see, I thought she was gonna pull out the pistol. She went for the bag.
No. Hold on. Let me find. You know, do you see how ghetto this is? Where am I? This is so bootleg right now. This is so bootleg. Anyway, I'll find it. I have so many departments everywhere. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, listen.
Let's talk about you going to jail.
What? No. I'm just gonna show y'all this.
Okay.
Just gonna show y'all this. Can you see it?
So you see that she has her carrier license. What the hell?
You know, when you post corn onto
Listen here,
Anyway, I'll
Pineapple.
find it. I have so many.
If you go live today, let me know.
Apartments.
Obviously,
Everywhere.
the
Okay, I think
internet
this is
know.
it. Okay, listen.
Let's talk about you going to jail.
What? No. I'm just gonna show y'all this. AI has gotten kind of sexy, right? Okay. Loaded. All right. Don't pull up on me, because that might strike fear, and I might have to. It ain't that kind of sexy, right? Okay.
Can I say something though? This is what got everybody kind of like, girl, because when Britt Eady said it on the show, oh my God, she threatened her. Oh my God, she did this. But Kenya is saying the same thing now. And like I said, I like Kenya. You know, she grew on me a little bit, but I gotta be honest, it's giving a little the pot killing the kettle black, because you saying and doing the same thing old girl did to you, talking about she got license to carry, and now you feel some type of way about a blogger that you talking some, oh, I have license to carry. You see, but you did the same thing that Britt did. But okay.
Okay, so let's see.
I talked to you pretty faithfully, and I didn't know you went to jail.
Oh, you didn't know?
I did not know you went to jail.
Now stop. See, AI has gotten out of control. I had people calling me in the middle of the night, asking me, "You need some help? Who do we need to call?" I'm like, what? Why do I keep getting these phone calls? Anyway, AI is out of control, everyone. Clearly, I'm here. Clearly, those things are lies. I'm not even going to go any further than that. That's like really ridiculous. I'm a good girl. I'm going to do everything I can to stay out of jail. Okay. Now you might want to put some handcuffs on me, but it ain't going to be in a jail. Anyway. Stop. See, I had a little mimosa on the plane ride coming back here today, so I can talk to you guys. So anyway, listen, today, yesterday, I just want to like update you guys on some like family stuff, which is really, I haven't processed it all yet, but I went to Detroit yesterday to celebrate my grandmother's, my mom's 95th birthday, which is huge. So she is 95 years old. She's doing great. She looks amazing. She doesn't have a wrinkle on her face.
Come on, Good Jeans.
I got something to look forward to. Come on, Good Jeans. She doesn't have a wrinkle on her face. She knows everyone. She's alert. She literally does not seem like she's aging at all. And it was just a really beautiful moment with my family. A lot of my family came, not all, but a lot of them did who can. And Brooklyn was there. And I think it was overwhelming for me because it was the first time that Brooklyn has ever met.
She kind of is a little bit, but I mean, she didn't have to do all of that, But for her to sit there and say that she felt offended by Britt Eady and what she did to justify what she did is crazy to me.
At her grandmother, who is my mom. So Brooklyn was able to meet her, and Brooklyn was happy to meet her. She, I had talked about her before, in a positive light. And she had been sending Christmas gifts and birthday gifts to Brooklyn. And so, if anyone knows me, anyone knows the real me, not what the blogs say, they know that I have a special place in my heart for anyone who is kind to my child. And although we have history that is not necessarily pleasant, I feel like I have done everything that I need to do to be able to move on, which is forgive. I think when you don't forgive people, it holds you back. I think forgiveness is more for yourself and not for the other person. And I feel like, obviously, I would be very cautious in moving forward, but I was just happy that they could make that genuine connection. And my daughter was asking me, when can I see her again? When can I spend time with grandma? Yeah. And it really touched my heart, and it really made me feel like, anything is possible. I always say that in my life. It's like something that I just truly live by, those words. But I do believe that anything is possible. So thank you, God, for...
I'm glad that her and her mom are in a good working towards a good place. Kenya has worked towards this before when she was pregnant with Brooklyn, and it kind of was like hot and cold, so it's kind of cool to see,
I didn't even know I was gonna feel like this. I just want to say thank you, God, for like putting myself and my family on the path to healing, and giving my daughter an opportunity to like know her grandmother and the best part of her, and to make her own decisions on, if she wants to have a relationship with, with her mom in her own time.
Now hold on now. Keep the beat together.
Sorry.
Yeah, that is a good.
So
because they were in a bad
for me, I just want to, just thank God, thank God for the blessings and for family, because no matter what, family is not going to go anywhere.
And Aunt Lori looks amazing.
Yes, and Aunt Lori, I didn't post all the pictures yet in the videos because I don't have them all, but hopefully I will be able to post, videos and pictures for you guys to see. So I'm happy about that. So thank you. It was a happy moment. It was a great moment. I'm so happy to see my grandmother's doing well. I'm so happy to be a part of the family. And I'm happy for my daughter, because my daughter loves family. She is obsessed with family, obsessed with being together. She's just such a loving and empathetic person. And I don't want to interfere in her own choices in her life, in her own discernment and judgment. So it was a beautiful moment. Speaking of family, I have not been on social media a lot, and I saw that Mary Crosby's son, has passed away. And I just want to say, I don't think, being a mom myself, I can't imagine your child going before you. I just can't imagine the pain that Mary might be going through. And I just want to send condolences to her family. May God be with you right now, and hopefully your family can be strong and to deal with the pain that you guys are facing right now. And just my heart goes out to you, and I hope you guys are going to be okay. Oh God, this is, I wanted to be to be in this happy moment, today. I made it back, knock on wood. My flight this morning from Detroit. What up though? 313. It's just always feels good when I'm at home, and I feel like my home is Detroit, and I've made my life here in Atlanta, and I truly do love every aspect of Atlanta and Detroit, and even the crazy parts, that Atlanta has to offer. So give me some questions. We're going to open.
Somebody said we love you. How has the support been from the other ladies and your friend groups?
Support. Listen, I have an amazing friend group, and I have a lot of support. I get calls from people like Akila all the time that ask me, I'm just checking on your mental, while she has 2 special needs kids, at home, but she always finds the time to check on me and to make sure that I'm okay. I've had people calling me because of crazy rumors that they've seen, or thinking I'm locked up and things like that, which, AI generated images that are that are being exploited by people online about me, which is really unfortunate, because it's reaching out into people that care about me. They're worried, they're concerned, while I'm over, at Fishbones in Detroit eating, eating gumbo, and I'm getting calls like, "Girl, are you okay? What can we do?" I'm like, what's going on? Like, so anyway, that's the ugly side of this business. You have people that are truly evil and obsessed fans, crazy haters. crazy bloggers that are.
Wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Because they have some, like, okay, girl.
Obsessed with your, or should I say mine, because I'm just going to speak to me right now. Obsessed with a Black woman's demise or downfall. I'm okay.
It's disgusting.
I'm okay, and I'm going to always be okay. I always find a way to make everything work in my favor. Money, I'm good. Money is always going to find a way to matriculate around me. So that's just how I've been my entire life. I'm a self-made millionaire. I do not need to rely on one paycheck. I was taught early on in my life, you need to have 7 streams of income, and I do. So please.
How do you not know that she don't have that? Like, let's be honest. How do you know most bloggers out here don't have multiple streams of income because they're just blogging? Like, how do you know that? You gotta think about that. How do you know? How do you know they don't have a business or they don't have something else going on? Like, come on now.
Worry about your finances and why you need to keep your Verizon bill on or your T-Mobile bills on so you can conjure up a whole bunch of hate and fake AI images of myself like I'm in jail or anything else like that. You guys need to cut it out. Like you need to find God. You need to find some happiness in your life, or you need to find some I'll let y'all. Yeah, so clock that tea. Clock that tea. So anyway, what else are people asking about?
How you feel about the trailer?
Oh, the trailer.
Oh, yeah.
The Ari Toledo trailer? Okay, so I'm being asked, how do I feel about the trailer? I did see the trailer for season 17 of Housewives. I actually liked the trailer. It was good to see my girls. It was good. I laughed so hard when I saw Angela reading Pinky about her being what is it? Mr. Clean. I can't unsee that. I can't unsee it. I was like, Angela reminds me of a baby me. Like, this is crazy. You know, it was funny, a funny read, lighthearted. And I thought that was interesting. You know, I like it when they keep it cute. I thought the girls for the most part looked great. And I think it's going to be a very interesting season. You know, it's going to be different. It's going to be up to the viewers to determine if they like it or not. It's just a trailer. Sometimes trailers are better than the movie. Sometimes the movie is better than the trailer. So we just don't know until we see it. But I'm going to find a way to tune in between my, trips and jobs. I will find a way to tune in and support for sure. What else are we seeing? Because I cannot read that.
Do you have any plans on extending your product line for more hair care?
Yes, I'm working on. So one of the things that I'm working on is revamping my Kenya Moore hair care. I love the direction that we're going in. We're going to have new packaging. We're going to have new offerings, and we're going to be going more into like bond treatments, which is all the rage. And I don't feel like there's like a really strong brand out there that is offering for Black hair or multicultural.
I don't care for it either. I think she went and got some things done. Hey, Mika. I think she got some things done, girl. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think she done got her lips plumped and her cheeks pumped, and the makeup, to me, yeah.
Hair bond treatment. So from head to toe bonds and a lot of other offerings. I can't wait. So that's coming soon.
What new projects do you have in the can?
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh. I have a new TV project. Yes, I cannot tell you guys, unfortunately, the name of it yet, but you will see me on your TV screens very soon. And again, like, I'm the type of girl, I'm not going to say anything until you actually are going to be able to tune in at this time on this station, and I can do a whole press tour and announcement. So yes, your girl will be back on TV, and it's going to be something that is going to knock your socks off. And it's going to be really juicy. It's going to tell a lot of truths. and it's going to involve a lot of great people. I'm in great company, and I just can't wait to talk to you guys about it and to show you. So, yes, booked and busy, booked and busy. Don't get it twisted.
Okay, so let's see if you're gonna.
I like that unit, but the makeup will pass for me.
Wait, what now?
Let's see if we're gonna give the people a little bit of tea about you. Yeah, I know, man.
What? What? Why are they always trying to start trouble, guys? Like, why are they always trying to start trouble? Okay, tell me.
Who are you dating?
I am dating a few people. I don't think you should be exclusive with one person. I think you should date multiple people at a time. And I'm going to have, when Life Twirls On comes back, we're going to have panels with men and women talking about dating, from single people as well as married people. What are guys looking for? What are girls looking for? Why can't guys commit? Why can they commit? Because I've never had a problem getting an engagement, honey, and a ring. It's 11 proposals in counting. So I know how to get engaged too. It's just finding the right one that I've always had a problem with. But I'm learning a little bit more about myself on that too. So.
Somebody said, are you going to pull a Portia and do some same gender dating?
I am not going to be doing anything. I'm strictly dickly. So sorry to disappoint the many fans out there. I have been approached many times, including this morning, about that. But yeah, we bad. At this point in my life, no, that's not in the cards for me. It's just something about.
I thought her and her ex-husband was trying to rekindle some things at some point, but then again, she was helping him out because he ain't had nowhere, So I thought, if I'm like, but she was like, hell no. So I'm glad of that.
A very masculine energy that I really like. It's just something about a tall man, a man that just, that take control. It's just something about that. You can't replace that for me. It's just, that's just the way I swing. But some people swing another way, and that's okay too.
Don't give her the DM.
Oh, the DMs?
Oh,
yeah. Oh no, I'm not going in my DMs. It's nothing but famous people in my DMs.
Yeah. Any of them respond to?
Yes. Yeah, of course. There's one I really like. He's very grown, very tall.
Who is
very, very funny, very kind.
Right.
An entrepreneur. An entrepreneur. Yes. Yeah, an entrepreneur. I'll just say that. But very, very successful.
Has there been a date yet, or is it just in the?
I'm not telling you all that. No, not telling you. No, don't get into my business. Get into your business. Tell us why you always wear these little tight shorts around town. Who are you trying to get attracted? Who are you trying to attract, I should say? Oh, you are newly single. All right. Okay, I cannot see these tights. You have this little bitty font.
Wrap this up.
Okay, tell us.
Everybody want to talk about it.
Tell me.
People say you get evicted because you owe people $80,000.
Okay, well, that might be coming. No, listen. So that story is so old to me. I'm going to send you a clip where I talked about this a year ago, where the entire eviction drama came about when I moved into this space, signed a lease, a commercial lease, and it was for 10 years. So I was supposed to be here for 10 years. And in that renovation, I think that the landlord owed me an allowance of reimbursement to be reimbursed for almost $80,000. Once I built out the space, and you guys, you've seen my space online. Yeah. I not only built out this space from cement and basically plywood. Okay, it was nothing. I pulled in electricity, plumbing, every single thing that you can think of to build basically a house from scratch. Like I did my own that I own outright. Okay, I paid cash. Okay. But it was like building a house, out of sticks and cement. And for that investment, I would get a return on my investment over the course of 10 years. And the landlord provided me within our contract an $80,000 TIA, which is a tenant improvement allowance. Once I finished my project, I got my certificate of occupancy, my business license, all of the things that I was supposed to do to operate. They did not reimburse me. They made every excuse, every receipt I sent in, every accounting, they just kept rejecting it. To the point where I was like, okay, guys, something's got to give. This is in my contract. You're supposed to reimburse me. I spent over $300,000 because that's my long-term investment over 10 years. But you're supposed to give me back my $80,000. So of course that presents a lot of issues in and of itself, cash flow issues, etc. And once they did not reimburse me, I said, okay, I'm going to withhold rent in hopes that obviously they would go, you know what, let's work this out. I said, if you can't give me my TIA back, give it to me in rent allowance.
Kenya, you should have paid the rent and took them to court. You would have got your $80,000. Now you owe them rent. They can say, oh, we can take that out of what we owe her. You should have said, you got to treat it like they do with a tenant at an apartment down there. Oh, I paid for this. They supposed to do that. Okay, well, guess what? I need to go get my money back.
Give it to me another way. But the answer was just always, well, no, or falling upon deaf ears, which is why we are now where we are. And quite interesting enough, so when you are in a dispute with your landlord, is somebody coming to the door?
Child, is it the
I'm just
butter?
looking at her.
Oh, it might be, child. When you are in a dispute, so basically they try to file for an eviction, and what I did is I countersued them for the amount that they owe me, the $80,000. And what landlords can do is they can ask the court for you to pay any back rent into the court. Okay, so
she was supposed to pay it and went ahead to do. She was supposed to pay her rent. She did not pay it at all.
They filed that motion in court for me to pay back rent into the court. But this has taken like over a year to even be heard. Like, so imagine $5,000 is $5,000 to $6,000 or whatever my rent is here in the salon over the course of a year adds up to, that huge number. So finally, when we were heard, they never showed up to court. They asked for the hearing. They asked for the hearing so that I can pay the back rent into court. And they didn't show up. So I actually won by default because they never showed up to explain to the judge why I needed to pay my back rent into court. So then the judge, what happens is after you appear in court, you sign off, the judge signs off on it and it becomes an order. So the judge, out of the blue, about a week later, they reopened that same issue. So number one, I won. Then the judge didn't sign off on it. They asked to come back to court because they missed court. They asked to come back to court and they were granted. And it was granted to them that they can come back and hear the case. And in that second time, the judge said, okay, we're going to make her pay into court, but I was not there. And my attorney basically said, okay, can we do it in 2 installments? It's a lot of money at this point because now it's a year later. And so they basically asked for me to pay into the court. And my attorney didn't even tell me this until like a day before. But here's the issue.
So she got to pay what she missed in court regardless. What she missed it and did not pay for rent, she still got to pay. She still has to pay.
We're even, and you want to work something out. So basically, you owe me 80, I owe you 80. Why can't we just say, you know what? it offsets one another. Your 80 offsets my 80, and you guys can just continue to do business and continue paying the rent that you owe month to month, like our agreement. But that didn't happen, right? And the reason why it didn't happen is because the landlord, from the moment that, she started following my Instagram and all of this stuff was happening with the salon, the landlord actually has been antagonizing to me. She has not let me promote. And when I say she, is the landlord's representative. It's a huge company that owns this apartment building that I have a storefront. But she has stopped me from promoting. The first time that I wanted to promote my huge sale and people to buy, she stopped me from doing that. She was going to try to file an injunction and basically saying that it was going to cause too much commotion where I am.
I think that's so too. I think they got a continuance of it as well. And that's what it sounds like to me. I think that's what happened. I'm going to play a lawyer who looked over this after this live. And she went over it.
With the tenants that are here. That it was going to be a traffic jam and it was going to be, all these people trying to get in and it was going to be too disruptive. So she basically was threatening me to, to file all this stuff in court to prevent me from promoting inside my own salon that I have been paying for. So I'm like, okay, well, because I really at the time wanted to stay and stay in my salon, I said, okay, I'm going to postpone the event and I'm going to do it at another time, which I did. So where we are now, as of last week, the court closed the case. I'm sorry, you want me to repeat that? The clerk at the courthouse closed the case. So as of right now, the case is closed. So that's all. That's where we are. So what else is going on?
Somebody said, any last words for Britt Edie?
Any last words? Oh.
I think she already gave her last word. Who is this?
I think Now, I didn't say who is this hoe. I did not say this today. And I'm not going to say it because unlike her, I have not burned my bridge with Bravo. I speak to them often and trust me, I've heard a lot of people saying things and I'm not going to be activated with the ghost. I'm just not going to do that. Let that person go ahead and do what they want to do. Because, at the end of the day, am I a traitor or am I faithful? What do you guys think? Yeah. I have been a faithful to the day I died. The moment I stepped on this Bravo TV set or in front of these Bravo cameras, I have been a faithful. I think everybody can agree with that, right? Okay. I've had horrendous things happen to me as a faithful. And I have never betrayed, the network. So, and I'm not going to start now. But at the end of the day, if it's not me, it will never be you. It will never be you. Ooh. So clock that T. So what else is going on? What else is next? What else do they want to know?
Gary Coleman, a.k.a. that blogger from straightfromhell.com.
Well, they can say whatever they want. Yes, and everything I said is true. So let's move on. This is not her time. She can go on her little YouTube channel and say whatever she needs to say. Why don't you? I'm paying her bills. So do you want some? What do you want tonight? Chicken, fish, what? Little Nobu? What do you want tonight, honey? Because I think I might eat some Nobu. What do you want? You can meet me there. So I know you're in the parking lot because I can hear your muffler from here. Whatever you do, just don't hit my Rolls Royce.
Or my Benz, wait a minute.
Or your Benz. What else do we want to know?
Okay, so we're gonna wrap this up. Any last words?
Yes, we're gonna wrap this up. Any last words? Anybody else? Anybody want to know? Because I cannot see that the little tiny type or the fonts. Bloop. Somebody says bloop. Oh, Nene and the man she was seeing. Yeah. The kiss. You know what? Listen, I have to tell you.
Mm.
Now, my girl, I don't know how she does. She needs to teach a class because I don't care what state that Nene is in, whether she is on TV, not on TV, you know, touring, not touring, single. When I tell you she gonna have a man by her side,
Life of Nene, honey.
the life of Nene, honey, she gonna put her little heels on and she gonna tip around and she gonna have her, you know, 16. What? No, how many inches does she have? 26, 36, 30-inch bust down 613. She's gonna have her 613 on, and she's gonna have her little heels on, and she's gonna be tipping, okay? And when she comes out and she tips, she is definitely has a fine guy by her side. So we need to probably take a few classes from Nene, right? I don't like to be public. I can't do it because the moment you take somebody public, what do? They're gonna search their history. They're gonna bring up every bad thing that they can say about someone. They are going to consistently say crazy things and bring up people's past. And so it's not worth it. Like, you have to have a strong relationship before you bring anyone public, if at all. If at all.
She said they
That's
did.
unfortunate.
She can't say
People
she
catch strays. You know, they're going to catch strays. And, you know, people can be really unkind. But let me just end with this.
She say she dating the man. She say they not together, so she don't care what nobody say. Really, you know, that's just. She say they dating.
So we're gonna do a live twirls
Episode.
on Thursday. We're gonna do some more episodes. I'll save the best part for live twirls on. But let me just say this: you can say a lot of things about me, but I have always been very supportive of all of my friends and all of their businesses, and I root Black women on. I root for people to win. And when people are happy, just happy and gleeful, even to see what they perceive as a person's business not doing well, or maybe they're not doing well, a person you've never met in your life, please look at yourself. Please look at yourself and why you're at the comment sections.
Kenya, I think people do have a high standard when it comes to you because I'm just gonna be honest, because of the shit that you talk. Okay, so that's why people feel the way they do with you, because of the things that you have said about people in their businesses, in their homes, and all of that stuff. So it's kind of like, girl, if you're gonna talk it, make sure you do the walk to talk it. So when you sit here and talk about other people business not gonna do this, oh, it ain't gonna do that, ha 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 ha, and then we see that you having a little struggle, it's just normal. What we saying is normal for others, and it's normal. You thought it was a ha ha, and that's all the people are saying. The bashing, you broke, you this, girl, please. Getting X's in people's faces and whoever. Oh, I was with your man last night, the cookie girl. Like, I'm just saying, you know. So a lot of people feel that way.
Talking about my business, which you don't know anything about. You're in parking lots, you're making fake appointments, you're leaving fake reviews on Google for someone else's business. Like, really look at yourself and ask yourself, why am I obsessed?
So let me make this clear. She didn't make a fake appointment. She recorded herself showing up to the appointment to support you, because as she said, she support everybody that has something going on that was on Real Housewives. She supported Candy. She's talking about going to Candy Play. She supported Nene, Portia, everybody. So she wanted to support you and show up. Y'all have a conversation and she get her hair done. And when she made the appointment, and a lot of people have said this, I made an appointment, then I go, it's closed. They say I make an appointment, it's closed. The Google reviews that's on there are from the people that say that they have made an appointment and it's never open. So that's when she started doing a direct deposit, because she wasn't doing it at first. And I think the deposit's like $50.
Happy to see someone else perceived breakdown, whatever you want to call it. What else do you want to call it, guys?
Going through life.
Like, what do you, like, you know, I'm over here minding my Black-owned business, but you over here minding mine. Like, you have to support one another. You have always seen me at Candy's events. You have always seen me. I've been at Nene's plays on Broadway. I have showed up to everyone's thing without being paid.
Yeah.
When cameras weren't rolling, I have been there. I have been supportive. I have been that girl that they can call at 3:00 in the morning in a panic and they need to be talked, you know, off of a ledge. So yeah, don't put that on me. You know, whatever you think I've done on TV or whatever you think I'm wrong with, I've always had accountability. I've always apologized for things and I've always tried to do better. So do better. That's all I can say. Find out what's broken inside of you, why you're so happy to watch someone else that you think is having a downturn or losing money, especially someone that is a single mother that is just trying to feed their child. Ask yourself, why are you so happy?
Yeah.
When it's a person you never met your entire life.
And now people are coming in with their appointments. I'm starting to see they doing videos that now they're going to appointments to get their hair done.
Why? I've given money to countless charities. Detroit Public Schools, $20,000. Like Baby Quest, $20,000. Like literally, I am philanthropic. I support other people. Whatever you see on TV, whatever you want to judge me for, people do make mistakes, but you can't be defined by one mistake. You can't be defined by something you did 20 to 15 years ago. As long as that behavior has changed, you can't judge people in that light. You have to change your perception of them. But anyway, that's enough. That's enough of me preaching today. And I just want to say one last thing. I want you to get really close. One last thing. Can I just have a little commotion for the hair? Can I just have a little commotion for the hair? So much. Love you guys. Bye.
Okay. So we're going to get the breakdown of what happened with this lawsuit. Shout out to Girl Is That Legal and Simone Redwine, who is a lawyer from Girl Is That Legal. And she did a breakdown on it, and I'm going to play it.
Brittany Eadie, and then she was dropped from that season, not permanently, but from that season. And in turn, her salon did not get the promotion and the visibility that she was expecting. She also talked about the difficulty being a celebrity running a salon, in that people would come in there just because they wanted to see her, but not because they wanted a service. So that was also part of her challenge. But stay tuned, y'all. This article isn't like everyone else's, okay? There's a little, we got a little bombshell, a little twist to this one. Now I'm gonna click over. Let's see if I could do. I'm gonna play a clip from the deep dive that I did before. Of course, I need to make sure you guys can hear it. Now, this is the deep dive that I did on this issue from their prior hearing. Let me know if you can hear it. All right. All right. So the basis, basically, of Kenya Moore's argument, which sounded very valid. I have all those documents. This goes all the way through it. But the basis of Kenya's argument, because people are like, Kenya's got 88,000. I bet she does. But the basis of her argument was that when she got the lease, the landlord gave her what's called a landlord's concession, basically, which means if you are building out and improving the premises, which you have to do to turn it into a salon, it was just walls. Then the landlord was going to give you up to $80,000. He was going to reimburse you for those expenses that you use to build out your salon. Because generally when you're doing that, it's not open. So the contract specifically, and this is the contract on the screen. Hold on one second, I'm gonna make it bigger. So the lease has a special landlord's contribution. So Kenya's position is, I don't owe you any rent. You owe me the landlord's concession, which is $80,000. Because if you look at the numbers, y'all, the court yesterday or whatever, ruled that she owes $88,000 to the landlord. However, they did not give her credit for the $80,000 landlord concession. If that had happened, she really would have only owed like $8,000. And more importantly, she would have never even been this far behind because there would have never been the back rent because she would have been, they would have given her back her $80,000. So she's already, she paid that out to vendors, etc. Here's the problem. In the hearing, the reason why the judge did not give her credit for that $80,000 is because Kenya did not do what was required of the contract. So you have to show the landlord, you have to give them your receipts, you have to give them certain documents. Most importantly, you have to show the landlord that all of your vendors pulled whatever permits were necessary, that you got a certificate of occupancy, that all of your contractors and subcontractors were paid. If you've ever had, you can hear. If you've ever, I'm going to refresh this. If you've ever had work done on your house, then you know, Lord have mercy, you probably know how difficult it is to get, okay, I'm going to go out and come back. I sure will. You know how difficult it is to get contractors to sign off or even do the work promptly. There you go. I want you to, there you go.
Peter Pan here. You know, I thought growing up would be the worst. Bills.
There we go. We're going to start play this video. So I'm going to roll it back. And you guys didn't miss too much. I didn't break it down. I just paused it. So here we go.
It's 88,000.
I don't know if it was a contractor or her lawyers. I don't like talking about nobody lawyer because I don't know him. Oh. It ain't personal. But
here we go. And there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry, I'm making sure
it's entitled to some rent. So either when it opens or 240 months. And so what can the ability, right? But the sockets weren't in any specific place. Like it's $79,000. We're going to round it up. $80,000 for the improvements that she makes to the premises. Because obviously when her lease is up, those improvements stay. And the other reasons landlords do that is, let's say Kenya either gets evicted or Kenya decides, I don't want this. I don't want to rent from this location anymore. And she's going to go elsewhere. Number one, she's going to have to build out the new place more than likely. But number two, that landlord can now lease this place for a premium to any other hair salon because now it's been built out to be a hair salon. It was literally nothing. It was a box. Think of just like if you were to just buy a trailer. It had no plumbing hookups, no electricity. Like it had the electricity ability, right? But the sockets weren't in any specific place. Like it's just bare. So I negotiate tenant allowances for clients all the time. So that's what Kenya is saying.
So I guess that makes sense then that the rent is so low because of what it was at the beginning. I guess I'm looking at what it became saying, wow, $4,700 a month. That's really cheap. But she,
the rent was good.
As we know,
but to get to that, she had to put in $80,000 of work.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Right,
someone say, I don't like Kenya, but this is messed up. Says, okay, I bet it won't be $5,000 a month no more. So that's a problem. So the rent is $5,000. That stays. It doesn't change. And actually, what happens is you don't even have to start paying rent according to their contract. She didn't have to start paying rent until it opened, basically until the salon opened or a number of months had passed. In other words, if it takes you too long to get your salon open, landlord's entitled to some rent. So either when it opens or 240 months.
Because we know from me and other sources that she had trouble with the contractors and getting this off the ground.
Oh,
Sure did.
That part, a little stupid. But y'all, somebody was stupider. I don't know if it was a contractor or her lawyers. I don't like talking about nobody lawyer because I don't know him. It ain't personal. But baby, let me tell you where we get the problem. Where we got the problem at. Okay. The problem is this. In order for Kenya to get that $80,000 she wants as reimbursement for the improvements she made to the property, Kenya's team was supposed to provide the landlord basically with some documents that proved that the improvements were made up to code, that all of the contractors that you hired to make the improvements have been paid.
This is the list here of all the things that Kenya was supposed to provide to the landlord and didn't. I'm going to just read it quickly. She needs to give a complete application. She needs to apply to the landlord for the payment. She needs to provide a certificate of final completion that's issued by the tenant's architect. That's the only way to ensure that the work was done up to architectural standards, because if not, then the landlord is going to be in trouble if it's not architecturally sound, if there are foundation issues, or if anything else was created. She also has to provide completion of the tenant's work in a manner reasonably satisfactory to the landlord's architect, okay? And D says lien waivers from each of the tenant's contractors and each subcontractor performing any such work, and each material man providing materials for the work, as well as a true and correct copy of the certificate of occupancy. And all that needed to be done within 18 months of the lease. Here, we're going to speed this up real quick.
And therefore are not going to attach a lien, what's called a mechanical.
That's why she's not getting it back. And that was the issue. I don't think she read it. Somebody didn't read it, but she owed $88,000. So I mean, it's crazy.
Lien to the property that would then give the landlord a headache and expose the landlord for being sued because unpaid contractors. Does that make sense, Vanessa?
It makes sense, and it makes me say in my head, because we know from me and other sources that she had trouble with the contractors and getting this off the ground, and even from our
girl, was that on the show? I didn't watch the show.
So basically, ultimately, so here's the catch in the T. It says she needs to show receipt. The catch in the T is this. So it actually appears that her contractors got her in this messed up situation because they did not do the work timely. They did not provide her with these documents that she needed to get the money back from her landlord. Now, Alexandria, you said Kenya basically told us her salon landlord wasn't honoring, quote, the agreement. She might win this one too. So I'm going to say no. Oh, that was from the chat replay. No, I don't think, as we saw, she didn't win because it was not a matter of the landlord not honoring, because the landlord gave time frames, said this is a document you got to provide me with. This is the time frame to provide it. She missed the deadline. They reached out to her and said, hey, the deadline was this. We'll extend it for you for 2 more weeks. Like the deadline was around Memorial Weekend. We'll give you 2 more weeks. That deadline came. She still hadn't provided the documentation that was required according to this contract. And she probably didn't provide it because she didn't have it. She didn't have it. But as you can see, that's not her fault. Those are things she has to get from the contractors. And so if you're having disputes with your contractors, one thing they're not going to give you is no lien waiver release. Because with Kenya's personality, she's probably the way I am when I'm renovating, which is I'm not paying you for nothing you didn't do and nothing you didn't do right. So we're going to go toe to toe until you get it right. Then you will get paid. So it says Kenya's lack of emotion and respect for other people is causing her financial and job issues. She needs to show receipts. Well, the problem is at this point now, even if she showed the receipts, she was so far past the deadline to provide it to the landlord that legally the landlord doesn't have to give her that credit. But secondly, according to what was presented and what's on the docket thus far, she doesn't have proof of all of these things. Even the certificate of occupancy, when I did this video, I pulled the certificate of occupancy and I did not see it listed. I did not see it listed online. And even if it was listed, it was going to be outside of the time window, which was the 18 months for her to get the landlord's concession. And when you have a provision like that, where there are conditions, if you don't meet all the conditions, landlord don't have to give you the $80,000. Here's the bigger kicker. She probably need to get up out of there because they ain't making no money over there. But there's some positive news on the horizon. Let me fast forward. Let's go to the front. There is positive news from Miss Moore on the horizon, because Miss Moore finna get, in the end, it looks like she is likely going to get the last laugh here because, and again, In addition, I obviously have the Red Wine Law Firm, and I do personal injury cases across the nation. If you want to do a title closing anywhere for real estate anywhere in Texas, we would love to help you. Same number, 855-4Simone. Here's the good news that I don't know why anyone is not reporting this, but maybe it's because, they're not lawyers, so that's okay. Which is that, so that was ordered, the judge ordered that, but these people were idiots. So the judge ordered the $88,000 basically to be paid by More Vision Media by the deadline. But these little idiots, and I'm calling them idiots because
she not wrong, because all they see is that they won. They can get their money, but not necessarily.
I've done a ton of these commercial landlord contracts. And if you're a regular person like me or you, they're not going to do the lease in just your LLC's name or just your company name. They make you be a guarantor, right? They messed up and did not include her as a guarantor on this. So what that means, let me see if I can get right now. They did not include Kenya, which means Kenya is not personally liable. If Kenya doesn't pay that money, they can't take Kenya's car. They can't take Kenya's house.
No,
they can't do nothing. That's it. See if you got that part of the video. How about that? 55 or 4. Let me show you that part. Baby, one thing I can do is read a contract. Let's see. It is.
Yeah.
That covers guarantors. So usually what'll happen is More Vision is her LLC, you see, or corporation, More Vision Media Inc. But usually companies that got sense, that got good lawyers, also require the guarantor to be Kenya Moore herself. Because the question is Moore Manor at risk? Is Moore Manor at risk?
You took the words out of my mouth. I wanted to know. Is Moore
Manor at risk?
Caught up in this?
No, it's not. Because Kenya outsmarted them. Go, Kenya, go. Go, Kenya, go.
One win.
She outsmarted them. Because the lease is only with More Vision Media and not also Kenya Moore, they can only get the assets from More Vision Media. They can't take Kenya Moore Manor.
At
Taxes was so taxing.
And what's under More Media? Is it just her podcast that she was doing from there that she's only did a handful of episodes? What?
Oh, honey, it can be whatever she wants, and she can put it in and take it out. Put it in and take it out. I need a man. Put it in and take it out. Put it in.
She watching.
So, for example, more than likely, like when I did reality TV, I use an LLC to get my checks. So she might use it to have her checks deposited. This like. It can go there. She can take tax deduction for her makeup, her wardrobe, her blah, blah, blah. It could be her LLC. I mean, it could be her podcast. So it could be where she has.
Yeah. So basically you get it. So in the end, Kenya is apparently going to get the last laugh. They can't even put this on Kenya's credit. No. They can't put it on Kenya's credit because their judgment is against the business entity. Please reach out to who? This is a silver lining. It actually is. Y'all share this with Kenya, tag her, maybe send it to her on IG, DM it to her, what have you. But they cannot put it on Kenya's credit. They cannot attach it to her house or anything she owns as her. The only assets they can attempt to seize would be assets that are owned by More Media. And so what I would do, more than likely she uses the More Media, like I said, to collect checks or for some of her production, maybe her podcast. She can just change the LLC that collects those YouTube checks, the podcast checks. Because in the end, if they get a judgment, the landlord gets a judgment, then that judgment can only be collected against More Media, cannot be collected against her. They can't even mess up her credit. So in the end, when people are like, Kenya has $88,000, she sure does. And she bet not give it to him. Mm-hmm. Don't you do it, girl. Don't you give them nothing. You make them call the laws. That's what they get for being stupid. That's what you get for being dumb and not having good lawyers. It says since More Media no longer collects checks, she's good. Exactly. Yeah. Or whatever they were collecting. It might be her podcast. It might be whatever. Thank you so much. Yeah. This is a silver lining absolutely for Kenya. So let me know if y'all saw this, if y'all seen any breakdowns similar.
I mean, listen. She got good on that part. So now we got to see what's going to happen. Now we need to see, do she keep, like, what's the deal? I'm waiting for the update. I'm waiting for the update. And I mean, but my thing is when it comes to her talking about bloggers, Kenya, you've been in this spotlight for years, 30 plus years. So, I mean, yeah, she outsmarted them. I mean, Kenya, you got to understand, and you already know how people are going to move with you. You have been in this industry for years. You have been in multiple movies, TV shows, all that stuff. You was a video girl. Like, you know how this go. This is not new to you. It's really not. So, I wish I had nothing but the best, child. But yeah, she supposed to be going back live, child, this weekend. I guess we have to wait till Friday to see what happened. All right, y'all, I'm finna get up out of here. I want to thank y'all for watching. But yeah, her saying that she gonna sue bloggers and stuff is crazy. Having people say they hate on her is nutso, because I really don't think nobody is hating on Kenya. I don't think nobody hates Kenya. I just think people don't like how she is. I'm finna end this live. We got an update with the mommy, and I'm finna come back with that. So give me like 5 minutes. We finna start our mommy content with somebody. Thank you guys for watching. They overwhelmed. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.